name's Miko. Welcome back to my channel. I'm an Australian convention artist and commission artist, and I produce all my works entirely without owning a printer, without owning a cutting machine. I have nothing at all. I have my iPad and a dream. And I just wanted to talk about how I am able to run my art business and sell my works at markets and conventions without being able to make anything, in-house. So some of the pros of outsourcing everything is that it leaves you with a lot more time for art. I don't have to mess around with a printer or a cutting machine. I don't have to, keep those running. I don't have to, set everything up and organize it. I just draw and then I upload things, which doesn't take much time at all. So that is great, obviously. And you also get to avoid the upfront costs and ongoing costs of a printer and a cutting machine. Obviously, these don't come cheap. A nice printer can be hundreds of dollars, maybe even $1,000 or more dollars. Cutting machines are also quite pricey. And then you've got the ongoing costs like the electricity use and also the ink for printers. And then things like paper, sticker paper, blades, cutting mats. There's a lot of costs that you may not think about. And outsourcing it, you just send it off and you, for the most part, get a nice high quality thing back, which is great. Saves a lot of time. And at least in my experience, outsourcing, I get a really nice high quality thing back. My prints are always pristine and beautiful. They're printed on, I think, 250 GSM silk paper. They always look lovely, vibrant, and I don't have to worry about cutting them. I don't have to worry about anything. Just uploading the files and paying the money, and then I get all my stuff, and it's great. And then obviously the cons is late night con crunching is difficult. If I have anything very urgent, I would need to go to somewhere like Officeworks, which would hopefully get it done for me in time. But then you sacrifice quality and it may not look as nice as some of your other prints. Making signage and stuff, I always have to run off to Officeworks. I don't get to do that kind of stuff in the comfort of my own house or my own office studio space, wherever you are, which can suck. But I'd say for the most part, if you can't afford or don't want to deal with a printer, outsourcing is always an excellent option. I've had no major problems, which I'm so thankful for. Everything arrives to me, on time. I do generally give things a lot larger of a time frame than is needed to ensure that what I'm ordering arrives on time. Obviously, you need to be very, very prepared and try and be as organized as possible, because you usually don't have the luxury of, late night, last minute restocks. That needs to be done at least for prints, a few days in advance. For other things, potentially a lot more in advance. So just keeping a schedule and trying to keep on top of things is very, very important. If you're lucky, you may have some artist friends who, if you're doing a convention, you need, an overnight restock, may be able to help you out with that. But obviously that is a lot less accessible when you don't have your own stuff. I haven't had that problem yet, thankfully. And I would like to definitely get a printer in the future, but obviously they're very expensive. Cutting machines are expensive, but it would be nice to, have a bit more flexibility with time frames. But other than that, I really haven't had any problems with outsourcing. I think it's extremely doable, and I would highly recommend it if you're just starting. If you're not sure, if you want to, run an art business for a long time, you can order a small amount of stuff, see how it goes. If you don't feel it, if you don't like, vending at markets, if you don't like running an online store, then you don't have, these expensive pieces of technology that you now have to try and sell or leave around to collect the dust. So I'll start with the sort of obvious one, keychains. At least in Australia, there are no keychain manufacturers, and you likely aren't able to make keychains at home by yourself, or at least acrylic keychains. You can make little like shrinky dinks, but I have never tried that, so I have no clue how that works. But as for acrylic keychains like this is one of mine, it's a little Espion, they will be made overseas. I get mine made from Vograce. They're very easy to use. You pretty much just upload your file and you choose the size of your keychain and they make it and send it to you. And Vograce is a wonderful platform if you don't have your own printer. I believe they do everything. They do stickers, sticker sheets, they can do tote bags, plushies, lanyards, prints, photo cards, everything. So they are a great place to have a look at. There are a few other manufacturers similar, like a Woolcry, I'm not sure how to say it. I haven't used that one, so I don't know, but I've heard very good things about them. So yeah, that's primarily where you'd probably start your search in terms of keychains. Along with stickers, I get my sticker sheets made through Vograce as well. I do get my die cut stickers, like individual die cut stickers, made in Australia, but I'll go into that in just a moment. Sticker sheets, they will have a like instructions on how to set up your file to send that through, so it should be pretty easy. I'll put up a little screenshot or whatever of how I set up my file. It's very simple, thankfully, because I'm not very good at this. So that will be up there somewhere. And then as for regular die cut stickers, there will be plenty of manufacturers, printers, whatever. Yeah, as I said, I get mine made in Australia by an Australian printer, and I've had no problems. My stickers, they are very high quality, they're thick, they're dishwasher safe, they haven't faded at all. I've had one in my drink bottle for ages. I'll put a little video of it. It looks pretty good, IMO. And yeah, so I use Sticker Flex. There's also like Sticker Chicken, Rat Stickers, Stickeroo, there's heaps. And you can use Vograce as well. That's in Australia. If you're in another country, Vograce would still work for you. There's probably more local sticker printers that you can check out to save on shipping costs and to support local businesses. That's what I would recommend. Try and support as local as you can. Also, if you are in the Artist Alley scene, plenty of people offer printing services. If you have a sort of local, semi-local Discord server or whatever, if you're asking there, I'm sure you'll have plenty of people who know how to make stickers and would be more than happy to, you know, quote you pricing, whatever, and then you can pick them up at whatever convention you're meeting at, or they can ship. Depends on the individual person, obviously. But yeah, I've done that before. They're great. I love the other artists, and you know, if they can help me out, great. As for prints, I also use a local print shop. They're great. You can, yeah, just go and say you want an art print done. They'll ask like the size and maybe like the paper type, GSM, whatever, and they'll get that printed for you. Usually local places can get things done very, very quickly within a day or two, which is great, especially someone like me who doesn't have my own printer. If I need anything printed last minute, prints are definitely the way to go. Things like stickers could take a couple weeks. Things like Vograce will take, you know, anywhere from maybe 2 to 4 weeks, depending on, you know, what you're ordering, how much you're ordering, and the shipping time, of course. Yeah, local print shops, they are great, incredible, I love them. If you're in Australia, you can also use Officeworks. Officeworks works fine. You can use Vistaprint. I have used Mixem before. They were great as well. Obviously none of this is sponsored at all. They're just my personal experiences. Yeah, just with places like Mixam or Vistaprint, they will usually have a minimum order quantity or a minimum print quantity. So you just have to keep that in mind. Obviously, when you're printing at home, if you only want to print one, you can print one. But sometimes when you are outsourcing, just doing one or two will not be an option. You will have to go by whatever their minimum is. Sticker shops, it will be by design because they'll need to set up the file and like the cut lines. So for the one that I use, the minimum quantity is 50 per design, which is quite high. But I don't plan to discontinue any of my designs anytime soon, and I'm very happy with the quality, so I'm happy to have 50 stickers laying around. You know, worst case scenario, I can just give them out as freebies. But yeah, obviously it is a lot, and usually you probably don't want to be ordering that much. That's probably why things like Vogue Grace are good, because they are such a you know, a larger scale operation. They have lower minimums, which is great, because usually especially when you're starting out, you probably only want no more than 20 per design, which is fine. I'm personally happy to have 50. Obviously it's up to you and your budgets and, you know, what you're comfortable with keeping around stock wise. So that is something to keep in mind and to look into. Yeah, the minimum order quantities, and whether it's for your whole order or if it's separated by design, because sometimes it will be separated by design, so you might need to order, you know, 10, 20, whatever per design rather than 10, 20 total. So that is something to keep in mind. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to me chat today. I hope this information was of use. I'll try and put some links down below to things that I mentioned, different stores and whatnot, which hopefully will be of use. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. Yay, my second video, let's freaking go. Hopefully lots more to come. And yeah, thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and you know, check out my stuff if you'd like to. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you again. Bye.